Greetings, my Rantians. Hope you all are doing well today. Welcome back to another episode of Anno 117. I have done a little bit of work on the session since the last time we met, just to bring us up a little bit further. Otherwise, it's just going to be a whole bunch of busy work. But I also wanted to start off the video by apologizing for the rant that did become a little bit, in my opinion, too much in the last video. It just comes from a place of, I want this game to be better, and that is legitimately it. That is my whole thing. I have done a little bit of additional work on the session. We have some pixelated buildings in the back, no big deal. So we will go through all of them. And there is, going objectively into what I was discussing in the last video, I do want to touch on it some more. But what I wanted to give you guys is the plan. I did start working on this little castrum idea over here. There's going to be a castrum on that hill as well. And essentially, with regards to our build, we're going to be building on this side next, and kind of just taking the road that I built over here up the hill to focus on this side next. Then we're going to go down here into the valley, which is when I'm assuming the Hippodrome is going to be released. And also, if you are a winner of the Hippodrome contest, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. You got banners in the game. You got your recognition out there. I'm very, very happy for you, my friend. Let me know if you actually did. I want to know which design you guys came up with. Very, very, very curious. And I'll make sure I have it here if I can. Now, with regards to the specialists, right? I found a website after that video because I was at the point of I need to figure out this accursed situation immediately. And I actually did, for the most part. I still have a lot of questions. Obviously, banner. I had to do that to keep the anger shocks down. But there was I know it's a little bit of a weird thing to say, but there was a Final Fantasy XIV boss, if you guys ever played the MMO. It was a dungeon boss in which he would literally suck the soul out of you using a Magitech armor suit, or like a little walker or something, and you had to slowly get back to your body. And the voice line he used was, "Initiate soul extraction!" Right? That is exactly what happened here. I found the specialists necessary for this chain, and now every single one of these die works are working at 225% above average. 225%. Then these guys, 255% above average. Boom. Done. There are so many dies out here, I don't even know what the heck to do with them. I'm dying to know. I'm dying to show you. Hopefully you guys won't kill me for all the horrible puns. But nevertheless, I got that sorted. But I really wanted to discuss what I really would want to see with Anno 117. And I honestly believe that this should be something that is looked at a lot more seriously than anything as far as expansions are concerned. A lot of bug fixes, those are important to make sure that those are done correctly. I'm not getting at that, of course. It really boils down to the game is in a desperate need of additional information text. And I will explain what I mean with that. And for the veterans among us, you already know what I'm talking about. Essentially, Anno 117 has gone forward in areas, and Anno 117 has regressed in areas. And naturally, I'm going to say this again from the beginning, whenever I have criticisms about the game, they are always meant to be taken in a constructive form, and I will once again state this, that disrespecting developers, disrespecting these wonderful people that work on the game is not acceptable in this community. If I see that happening, trust me, that is the fastest ban you're ever going to receive, ever. And you'll remember it, because I'll make sure that you remember it. That's just not allowed. It's a horrible, horrible practice. I'm never going to get behind that at all. My whole thing is to make sure that the game is constantly improving, because I do love this game. Otherwise, I wouldn't be playing it. Otherwise, you more than likely would not be watching, right? As much as I know you love me, you wouldn't watch something that you don't like. Okay, let's be very clear on this. So we all love the game. We want to see it improve. And the most important thing for them to do right now is to increase the amount of information text that we can pull from. And I'll explain what I mean by that in a moment. I just want to put down a couple of these proverbial torchbearers, right? One there, one there. So, in Anno 1800, and I will be going back to that quite a few times. Oh, thank you, Ben. Yeah, sure. I'll be nice to you today, buddy. Yeah, don't worry. It's okay. I'm in a good mood. I ate something before coming over here, and I do have my semi-hot tea. Excuse me. Oh, that tastes good. So, really, when it comes down to information text, the first thing that I want to discuss is the Diplo screen. The only person that you have any form of reputation with at the moment is the Imperial Overseer, because, again, I asked if I could broach my rework idea to them on this, and they were gracious enough to allow me to do that, so I'm not going to talk about that mechanic. The only part of it that I will discuss is the fact that you see reputation right there. In 1800, the first thing that you would see when you get into the Diplo screen is what number you had with each one of the other NPCs. That way you would be able to pre-plan if, for example, Carl is not being so happy with you. You might have to go to war with him. Maybe Margaret Hunt. Any of the expert level AI, the moment that they would reach 30 on the meter, you know that you are in for a world of hurt. That is their threshold to declare war on you. If you didn't know that, now you do. With the intermediates, I have no clue what they were at. I think they could have been like 25 or 20. I'm not sure. Or they would have taken in like other factors like your army strength, your naval strength, what have you. But over here, you don't have that information. And why am I mentioning this? Well, Ather is a very, very good example. At the beginning of this series, he randomly declared war on me simply for the fact that that thing erupted. That is the only reason. Go and find it, and you'll see it. He declared war. He caused a lot of problems. There was absolutely nothing I could do to stop him. That is the problem. When you don't know how close you are to a conflict with one of these AI, they won't stop the war. They'll just go at you, and you will lose if you are not prepared. But the only other way that you can see what you are with these guys is if you actually click on them and go and see what are they for, what are they against, what are their reasons, etc., etc. That is good. That is good information text. Keep this, but have a number where this little icon is, or extend out the branches a little bit more to include a reputation number right here. I have no clue what reputation I'm at with Neff. I have zero clue. And he constantly, in the stream that I was doing, was going at me. Like, he would say, I will drown you in the river, and no one will ever know of your name again. That is my Neff impression. I mean, I did one better, and I was laughing like a hyena after I did it. Anyway, moving on. The other thing is that with information text, not only for reputation for the game, it also boils down to these production chains. I have I love the fact that they provide buffs and debuffs. That is wonderful. That is a step in the right direction. Never get rid of this system. But by, if anybody, hopefully this is going to the right people, of course, and they will eventually hear this. Please never repeat this whole thing. Lounger's chain in range, I don't want to remember everything that's in there. Now, that might be sounding as if I am being lazy. I don't mean it to be that way. I'm taking it from the position of a beginner and intermediate player. Are they going to remember that, for example, this individual is going to work with these particular buildings? Or is it going to be on face value that it is a lounger only? That's the problem. It's encompassing a huge radius. Don't get me wrong. I mean, loungers are pretty beefy on what you need to do. But in the grand scheme of things, is anyone going to remember that, the snails and the dyes is for the stuffing of the cushions, and then the Sandrak in order to make the loungers is going to be a thing? Are you going to remember all of that? Not really. More than likely, not really. Thankfully, there is a tooltip online, and I might actually put that in the description. Actually, no. I will put the URL to that site in the description so you guys can go and see it. You can type in the chain, and you can find the specialist that corresponds with it. But here's the other part that irks me. When it tells me extractors in range. No, just immediate X. No. I already don't want to learn what this even is. Okay, I just from an objective point of view, with the amount of stuff that you have to work in the game to manage, that is not one that I want to manage. That is not one that I personally want to hone in on and be like, yeah, okay, I need to always remember, like right now, I will always remember that a dye works is an extractor building. That's it. Apart from that, I have zero clue what other stuff are extractors in this game. And again, I'm going to say this, if you like the system, that's totally fine. We have a healthy discussion about it and be respectful with one another regardless. I'm trying to find ways of making it easier and making it more interactive. There is a argument here that can be made that when you do indeed make a newer title, you have to come with newer functions. So inevitably, the specialist system would indeed be adjusted. That is fine. I'm okay with changes. I'm okay with stuff like that. But when it's becoming too much, if it becomes too complicated, you're not going to want to do it, in my opinion. 9 times out of 10, if something becomes a little bit too much, you're more than likely not going to want to touch it. Okay, and that's it. I haven't been wanting to work with the specialist in this game for quite some time now because I understand the rationale and the reasoning behind making them so ridiculously powerful. Now that's why I'm working on understanding it, right? So what they really should do, in my humble opinion, is get rid of this.
What we are selling here on Lily Bion is an escape, Governor.
Is it?
Paradise.
I could always, Sorry, I need to take a sip of my tea. It was kind of a bad time. I always do like Paradise, and I'm trying to make it into what you got going on over here. Please, 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 get rid of this. This just does not make sense at all. You can keep, like, military and seafaring. I guess that's fine. But, like, for example, I have no idea. I don't remember which specialist it was. I also did kind of work over here. Hey, look, I had 2 buildings that burned down. Yeah, so this guy, for example, going to be increasing for the Liar's Chain in range. But I'm only using it for the Sandarak wood because I'm constantly running out of this, right? He is part of the religion category. If at the very least, my thought process is get rid of this.
Soaks up every kind of blue.
That is true. I'm blue, da ba dee da ba die. Okay, whatever. So yeah, get rid of this, but keep this. This is fine. Rarity rerolls are good. I like this option only. Guarantee niche, you're more than likely just getting the first one. Yeah, there you go. Culture right there. Civic for the next one. Economy, seafaring, economy, culture. So 2 culture. If you want this to work, when you click on culture, a majority of them should be culture. It can't just be the first guaranteed type. Only one type can be active at any time. That's fine. So you can't go and press religion, with research, with nature, etc., etc. Because then, again, going back to the information text that's not present, how would you know that for example, the cushion stuffers and the loungers are actually part of the civic and or religion? Well, the only way that I could possibly guess is with this, the area effect, or by what they provide for the patricians that are constantly, using them and breaking them en masse. I'm putting it out that way. But then at the same time, you also have the happy face there too. And you also have the income there too. So would it be part of the culture or just like general income? You have no idea. There needs to be, in my opinion, a little emblem either above each one of these when you open it. So, for example, it could be like right there, right here, in which it'll tell you this chain belongs to this particular category. If you do that, then you can keep this particular system. It makes your life easier to say, like, okay, that one, for example, with the Liar's Chain, we can find people in religion, right? That's fine. Because I think I have one of the spots all the way up here. I kind of misclicked. I didn't mean to bring it all the way down here. Yeah, so the Lither Workshop right over here, it's not even telling me that this is going to be included with religion, right? But then you get the belief right over here. Because when you're providing it to them, I believe... Hold on, where is it? Yeah, it's providing belief. You have to do digging in order to find that bit of information. It shouldn't, in my humble opinion, be that way. If they just add the information text to these particular chains, and again, just a little emblem at the top left-hand corner, doesn't matter on these screens. I mean, obviously not with these buildings, but like stuff like these, you would be able to tailor the specialist system so well. At that point, I'll be like, yeah, I'm fine with it. Or you could be, for example, because like you can go back over to utilizing, for example, the dice chain. It's not only working for the loungers, but it's also working for the togas. They're from two separate chains, right? So the lady here is part of civic. That is what the togas are, I'm assuming, considered as. But then on the other side of this, the loungers are considered culture, right? If there are encompassing of two different categories, then you can put two different categories up here. There is enough room to have the little emblem, in my opinion. That would help out not only a newer player, an intermediate, and I kid you not, even expert level gamers in this particular space would appreciate that bit of information. Trust me on that. The more information you have, the better, especially in a city builder game. That is why, like sometimes with me, for example, City Skylines is very intimidating. I'm still trying to learn how to play the game. It is at that stage right now, and I'm gonna have to put these guys like this. But, you know, I still will try because of the amount of information that's there. Little by little, I'm chipping away at it. So you learn through, number one, making mistakes. That is the way that you figure out how to play a city building game in general. But then also, when you have enough information at your disposal, life becomes so much easier for you. So much easier. So hopefully, that does kind of put things into perspective on what the game, in my opinion, should really have. And again, you can always add in additional information too. Like there's no one that can say that, you know, this one element is just enough and we're only going to focus on that bit and go on from there. I believe they should do a bit of a community poll and see what they would like in the game, or broach a couple of ideas from, like, let's say Anno 1800 and go on from there, because there's a reason why Anno 1800 is still considered the GOAT of Anno games. I mean, a lot of people also say, like, the former Anno games are too, and I'm with you on that one. Why can't I put that down? What's happening? I will also say that as well. Like, 2205, I do really like that game. I think there are definitely elements. What in the world? Construction area blocked? Okay, that's fine, whatever. Elements of that can be taken. I want them to remaster that game. Oh my god, can you imagine? Anno 2205 remastered, please. We're gonna start a petition. We're doing it. I'll have it up first thing Monday morning. I'm just kidding. But yeah, when it comes to information, that's really what is necessary. I just want to see the game become better. I'm kind of low-key tired of people just harping on it so much and saying like it's a terrible game. It is not a terrible game. It is being compared to a game that has had a development cycle for over 6 years now. And that is an unfair comparison, and I am going to constantly say it is an unfair comparison. Need a banner in here. Have a 3rd Legion banner. Perfect. My game lagged for like a millisecond. We're good. I want a couple of... Let's see. Where am I going to put... Maybe like a seating arrangement over here, another seating arrangement. I'm hoping these guys like start marching through the streets, but I'm starting to work on camp campaigning, because when I was building that little section of the wall, right, I did actually unlock this research. So 1,000 segments of walls, and now the camp campaigning, the area effect is going to have the +1 happiness, fire, safety, and prestige, which is very, very lovely. I like that. What else can I put over here? Just really want statues and such, not like any other things. I don't know if I want that. Maybe Pool of Tranquility? I have a whole bunch of seating arrangements, like, I guess. Yeah, there we go. And one right there. Sometimes you will see them just march in the streets just as is, but I'm hoping that'll just become a standard. Let's see if I can put some of the trees along the outskirts. There we go. Kind of works there. I'm not going to do anything with trees around here, though, because I just want to keep this spot as if Neptune is guarding the harbor over here, which is awesome. But yeah, a community poll, I think, would be a really great idea. Just, like, take a couple bits of information. I don't know. You can ask the content creators. You can ask the community. You can put like polls up. I know Annoverse will probably be more than happy to weigh in on the subject. Where is this? We have 95 togas over there? No kidding. Sure. Give them the togas. In that case, I'll give them the togas if they have that much. Normally I said I don't, but, you know, it is what it is. The resource in order to get these things worked on is really, really, really bothering me. I haven't worked on sorting it out quite yet, but it is what it is. So now we're going to work over here. I want to build a road that goes in through this direction and then further down to like maybe here. And I do want to have a little road that's attaching to where the walkway is going up the hill. So, well, just remember that's over there, right? Right. And then the cistern is going to probably a little bit of centralized location. No, go right here. Now, before you link up, because I can deal with one spot not having, unless I can click the one. Yeah, why does it do that? I don't understand. I'm gonna try to select the only individual piece, but then it just goes to like everywhere. Okay, well, just tactically ignore that one. And we'll start building some housing right over here. I think that might be a little bit too much. I want a little break in between. And the break in between is going to be for a porridge stand. I think I could put the porridge stand right behind it. It's going to be like that, then link up here. Yep. And a spot for tunics will probably be like right behind it as well. Tunics and obviously the hats, we're going to need every single one of these. I don't want to see them go down again. I really, really desperately don't. I don't know where in the world to even put it. There we go. Finally, market and tavern. Tavern will probably be over on this side, if I'm being honest. I mean, that's just a beautiful location to have one. Ah, warehouse. Yeah, warehouse, kind of important. A little bit important. Don't you guys agree? Yeah, put it over on this side, yeah. Great idea. Capital. Yes, I like that here. And yeah, we can have them here. We can have those guys here. Good. I'm trying to reach 50,000 population on the island here. That's the next step, or the next major accolade, I imagine. I put it over in the center. Well, we need to have a... Oh my god, that could have worked? No kidding. No way. Okay, well... Maybe we'll have the sanctuary over on this side. And then a road that goes... Okay, hold up. The road needs to be sorted first. Road all the way to here. Ugh. Oh. It was doing a weird bend. I didn't want it. That looks a little bit better, I think. 31,000. Yeah, this is going to fluctuate a little bit, isn't it? And then Grammaticus, we need to make sure that we have these things working as much as possible. How far are you going? Oh, you'll go all the way there. So we're getting some knowledge points by simply building over on this side. Good. Good, good, good. We can't build this here, or we can get rid of that road leading up to the walkway here, and instead put a Grammaticus over in this spot. Yeah. Very nice. Blessing in disguise. I can continue building the road over through here. And additional housing. Oh, what do you mean? Can I do this, man? Oh, one house over underneath the aqueduct over there? Is that even gonna... Well, we'll reach it. It looks weird, but I mean, I have to build stuff around it. Two right there. I can't put another one. Dang it. Why I can't have nice things. Clear example. Fire safety. I mean, our fire safety on the island is incredible, so I'm gonna put that here. The health, yeah, you're gonna go here. Very nice, very nice. And where are we gonna put you? Put one like right here. Yeah, if you're going up the trail, you probably should have like some sort of ranging squad just in the event someone gets lost. God forbid. I've actually been lost on a trail before with my grandfather when I was young. Oh my god, my parents freaked out. It was so bad. We had no clue where the heck we were even going. Okay, I'm gonna keep it to there. I really want to just get this spot done. Equites, what we're gonna put over here? We need a theater. I think I want a... Maybe we can have this be a very prestigious location for a theater building, yeah? I think that'll look rather nice. Put one right here. Obviously need the road attached to it, otherwise it's gonna yell at me. Oh, whoa, 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 thank you. Good. Then +3 happiness, +1 knowledge, and some prestige. Good, good, good. All around, very good. Yeah, 2 of those, and we'll link up the road through here and take this road over through there. I need to build more shrines. I built one here, and I like the location. How many more can I have right now? I can have up to 18. Population... Oh, wait a minute. Listen. I hate to do this to you, but you're going to move there, because I would love a shrine of... Well, yeah. Sarah's right here would be kind of cool, I think. And I tell you, they are very committed to making sure this game is a lot better. So, yeah, I get props where it's deserved, of course. But that's the last I will talk on the subject for today, and just go on from there. Grab a little bit of this, a little bit of this. Nice. It's pretty good. What's the meter at? 34. The next one's at 37. So yeah, that's... Well, I'm pretty certain we'll be able to max out his devotion meter up here. Guaranteed. We need to build another one of the glass blowers. I am kind of running a little bit low on fine glass, and that's not really fine. A bathhouse up here, would that work? It goes all the way to the other side. Yes, I think I want to build a bathhouse around this location. Yeah, I'll put it right here. Bathhouse right over here. Getting up into the patricians. That's ideally what I want to get these guys to, because there's like 1,712 Equite workforce and there's only 504 patricians. I mean, that also does bring its own challenges when you have them. Only. Let's put you here. Woof. Or doggo at. Also, if you guys hear any, like, random noises, like humming sounds from the background when I'm in my recordings, it's because there's a construction crew over the other side of the street. Hopefully it doesn't, but I don't know. I don't know how much jewelry we have. Let me take a little look-see. I think we're good on it. Yeah, it's 383. Wow. I might build another lounger location. What about the standing lyres? The standing lyres are fine. I mean, 15 is... Oof. What do I need for this again? The gilders, which we have plenty. The stringers. The stringers are what we need a little bit more of, but they cause a happiness debuff. Honestly, I'm fine with this. You know why? Because this thing is just going to offset it. I'm going to build 2 of them right here. What is the speed? A minute 30, and that's a minute. Yeah. I need to increase the amount of the standing, or the lyres that we have. What's the entrance look? Yeah, there we go. That's the entrance. So yeah, get to work on that. And I definitely still need to bring in chariots. There should be area coverage with these 3. I don't know about the Custodia, though. The Custodia, we're going to have to build another one. And I'll build it right in front here. Good. What am I missing? They have this. We could potentially have another olive press around here. That would kind of work. I feel like I'm putting too many, like, resource type buildings next to one another, but I can't fit it there. Oh, sandal maker? We have enough sandals? I think we're maxed out on sandals. Yeah, we don't need to have more sandals. And we're importing the soap, so we don't have any being made here. Same for the amphoria for the most part. That seems to be fine. I mean, we could have... I can't believe I'm about to say this. We can have another spot for the loom weavery up here. I don't know where in the world to put it, but... I need something here. The freaking fire station is the problem. Yeah, you're gonna go over there. Because that just gives me straight up money. So build that right here. Can't build stuff for the cheese. This is too large. Maybe the sets would work. Yeah? Perhaps? I don't even know. I don't even think it's necessary. Like, I can form like a courtyard or something out there. Tabulous? No, it's a weird area right over here, so maybe I can have like a farm or something in between. A hemp farm of some sort. Yes, Ben. What can I do you for? Sure. You know, Ben, you are an awesome individual. Did I ever tell you you're that awesome, Ben? I don't think Ben knows. Yeah, what the heck? And that works. I can just have a farm right in the center. It's very, very nice. I'll take it. No, what can I put over here? Gambling house? Gambling house? No gambling house? Gambling house, maybe? No gambling? We can put gambling here, but it's not going to go all the way. Uh-oh. I messed up. I messed up. They can't go and get gamble. Oh, no. No. Brain, no, compute. I just went completely crazy. Over a gambling house placement. Think that there. I don't like that little end piece. Can I get rid of it? There we go. Whoa, something broke. I heard that in real time. Oh, we can have an office up here, I suppose. That could have worked. Oh, no, it can't, because I have the other one over there, too. Well, that's not even gonna matter, then. This is a really good spot for that shrine. Yeah. We'll build some more houses around the edges, then. Let's see if we can make this spot look a lot nicer. I don't want to put a house there, but I'll put one here, because I'm going to need a road to go straight through and link these guys up. There we go. We just got to a minor Imperial city. Excuse me? But that's all a minor Imperial city? Okay. I would have thought it was a lot larger than that, but, you know, it is what it is. And we're just waiting... You know, I honestly did not think that they would reach all the way back here, but then I remembered I do have the tavern, so I'm happy. I have a couple more over here. That road down. I don't need to have the road go all the way to the end. Perhaps we can have one more house over out here. Nice. Very, very nice. Do I want this or do I want trees? I think I'll just take that there and then I'll have trees form the edge. Yes. Beautiful. You even have trees there. Wait a minute. I low-key like this a little bit better. Not over on that side, though. I'll probably have, like, a building of some sort. I put behind this. Okay, this whole area needs more housing, I think. Can we make it to that one? I think we can. I know we can. There we go. What about back here? I love building like this, man. This was such a good addition. Oh! No! Okay. Yeah, that guy gets it. That guy gets it for sure. Why can't I... What is happening? Sometimes it tells me I just can't build. You can't build in the city builder game. And because we're up against the hills right over here, I think the trees would be the best bet. Okay, put that here. That's pretty good. That, on the other hand, freeze. Same here as well, and same there. Yeah, I'm happy they made this extension. That's for sure. What's our population over on this island anyway? I'm going to go to the Hall of Fame in order to figure that... No, Acolytes. Acolytes to figure that out. Volcanic Prospector. Why are we, like... I feel like we've been stuck in the 30-some-odd thousands for a long time. For a really long time. You guys will upgrade back there, right? Yeah, they will. Ooh. Nice. Kind of crazy that you can just get to a certain point in the game. You can just upgrade a whole bunch of these guys just as is. Alright, now we're waiting on these two lovely gentlemen. Oh, there's three. Sorry, there are three lovely gentlemen. Excuse me while I take a quick sip of my tea, friends. You should also go get yourself some tea. Or a beverage that you like. Okay. Tea time's over. You had like 2 seconds to go get your tea. And if you didn't, well, that's on you. Also at the same time, I love you. We're gonna put some of this right there. We're gonna put this right over... Wait. What is that? Why is it... Oh. Not entirely certain. Trying to just get the red underneath the aqueduct line, because I don't know if we have a better blue. Up here should definitely be a pool of tranquility. It is a tranquil spot, that's for sure. A little bit here, a little bit here. What else we have from, like, this stuff? I haven't put down the hollow tree in a while. Or that. Those are textiles? Yeah, sure. Gonna have a spot for the textiles up here. I need to put down some of the really small market stalls. Whoa, what the heck was that sound? Y'all heard that, right? Hearing like all these new sounds in the video game. I don't know where they're coming from. I'm gonna change out the building skin for at least that one. That's also fine. We're getting to the point of upgrading to the equites. Let's go ahead and do that. I don't need to have it on fast forward for our set upgrades. Oh, is that a... How did you fall through the cracks, man? This is really going to put a strain on our cheese. We're going to need to get some more cheese. Yes, that is where my mind went. Our cheese route. You know how many more of these people are going to want our top quality Imperium cheese? We're going to have to cheese the system in order to get... I'm done with the puns. I'm done. Don't worry. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm fine now. You're the one that's asking for the puns, by the way. It's not really me. I know that you're over there just inquiring, when's he going to say the next pun? I really want to laugh. Oh, there you go. See, I'm reading your mind. Not really. Can you imagine if I was a mind reader? Oh my god. My life would be something else. I would tell myself straight up, don't go to law school. You will lose your sanity. Not like I ever had any to begin with. Actually turned into a really nice spot. Hey, hurry up. I want to upgrade you guys to patricians. You guys will upgrade, yeah? Nice. Yes, because you have bathhouse and you have this. There's a lot. Okay, we got 8 mil in the bank again. I did spend a lot of money in order to go get those specialists because I had to constantly reroll and reroll and reroll and reroll. So, probably not the safest place to be having that, but it's okay. We revel in the chaos. That's also another kind of a quote from Final Fantasy XIV. I'm saying it aloud so I don't go and start playing it again because I made myself a true promise, a real promise. I was not going to go back to an MMO like Final Fantasy XIV again. And the reason for that is not anything to do with the game being bad or anything of the sort. I loved the game. I really did. That's where I met a lot of my long-term friends, okay? The problem I have with it is the fact that I get too much into it and I need to just do the hardest level content out there. So I just legit, I lost myself doing savage raids. I thought they were fun. Yeah, I'm gonna end it there. There's a lot of stuff with Final Fantasy XIV that I just miss. I miss my character. I miss the classes. I saw the new class that they're planning on adding, and it's so cool. It's called the Bastion. It's a pretty much like a really big like monk type player, and I was a monk main. I just went punch. That was the entire character in a nutshell. I could put 2 additional houses over there. Ooh, wait, 36. I don't think we were close to this one. I don't know where that particular icon came up from, but anyway, yeah, I was a monk main, and I always enjoyed it because the thing with monk way back in Final Fantasy's history was you had to do something known as positionals with your character. So positionals being if you're not facing a certain direction on the boss, then your ability will do significantly less damage, right? And that's what I liked about monk. That plus it had no range capability except for like one option, and it kind of looked like a Kamehameha or like a Final Flash type ability. It was really cool. But then, like, I don't know, the last DLC, which I have absolutely no clue what it was called. Endcaller? No, not Endcaller. That Endwalker. Endwalker was incredible. Dawn Trail. Dawn Trail just kind of took me out of the immersion of the game. Couldn't, like, get behind any of the characters. Wasn't a fan of some of the changes that were being made. And it's like, I skipped through most of the cutscenes, unfortunately, which really sucks because I'm a sucker for a good story. And again, if you play it and like it, that's 100% fine. I'm obviously not saying anything against it in a negative way that you should take to heart. Just trying to change all these skins to the Cyrus skin right now. That'd be an easier way to do this. That I never remember, and you guys probably tell me about it all the time, but I don't remember. Probably go get my brain checked. For many reasons, more than one. Need to have this guy upgrade. Okay, and then these 2 need to be upgraded to plebeians. These guys need to have the skin change. Nice. It just happens. I don't know.
I'm a bona fide Philhelene. Just look at my lyre and Kithara collection.
Oh, well, good for you. A problem, though, these guys do not have the amphitheater. They are so close to having it, but the range, unfortunately, does not go any further. Need another active game in here. Ah! Dies! Look at that! 435 of the dies! Chef's kiss. Perfect. Don't have any clan shields, don't need them. Don't have any roast beef, don't need that either. Oh, well, now I'm hungry again. I want some food. You guys got any food? Yeah, if you have food, go get me some food, please. Please, thanks. I greatly appreciate it. Another paying homage to Anno 1800 here. I'll be quite penetrated by your kindness. If you go get me some food. I don't care what it is. No. I don't want this back here. I want this. Nice. Oh, there's room over here to build, too. Why am I forgetting? Do I want to put a road alongside this just to make my life easy? Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah. Take it to there. I need room to get a road to you, and thankfully I can do that. Yeah, you can go all the way to there. I'm feeling like I want to put another shrine around here, but I have this shrine. Oh, then that shrine's working. Okay, I don't need another shrine then. Maybe I can put down a latrine, though. I put down a latrine. One more house there. I can't put one down at the edge. I love it when we start working on a build idea and it just manifests out of nowhere. It's so pretty. Very, very, very much love this game. Wait. What happened? I hit the wrong keybind. Wait. Can I do this? I always loved this idea, and I can never find a spot to put it properly, but that's not even. That's not even. Did you hear what I said? Oh my god. That's better, I suppose. Just have one on both sides. And then maybe like an officer of the packs over on this side and on this side. So they can't walk through the center. Here, one there. Good, good. Very pretty. Beauty building with efficiency. You gotta love it. And I didn't think I'd be able to get this spot even done. I was looking at it, I'm like, maybe? Potentially? I don't know. What about you? What's your problem? Oh, you still need to... Oh, you don't have... Okay, well...
Missed the sight of me bony knees.
We could make a tavern over here. Why am I kind of liking that idea? Wait a minute. As much as I love having these houses here, I think just objectively, a tavern would be nicer. Happiness plus the population, both of those work. I mean, even still have that one house come back, I suppose. Yeah, there we go. And I can do this, with, you know, breathing a sigh of relief because I know at least a majority of the lanes with regards to what these people need are secure. So I'm happy with that. And then the next spot to really work on is going to be around here, which they should upgrade to at least plebeians now, especially around here. We're getting up into the upper city. They were plebeians to begin with. Oh, we're at minus 27 on the Liberty now. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's great. What's up, dude? Oh, you know, Ben, you're a good man. I give you a lot, but you are a very upsetting man. With me since day one. Since day one, true story. Have a good time at the festival, buddy. See, look how he's smiling. Well, if I need to work on the Liberty, I might as well get over to this side now and build some additional spots for them. Build this road over to there. This one is going to link up right here. Going to be the main road going down. Obviously, we are not holding on to all that. That will change. Not double. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. I cannot have that house there. It is just not going to work. Or as Aunt Vula would say in My Big Fat Greek Wedding, that's why that don't work. Oh, you know what would have been great if they were starting from the same... why am I using a double? I mean, double makes it look cooler, I guess, but maybe I just swap out the double for, like, a single... Wait a minute. Because I really want to put down... Oh, no, it's not going to work. It would work on this side, but it's not going to work over there. Alright, well, that plan's moot. We can just keep it like that. It's fine. Starting to work over on this side of the edge now. You're going to go to, like, there. Long set here. I'll stop it right over with this block, though. You have the road attached here right there. Reason is I'm not sure how I want to bend the road here quite yet, and that's rather important to figure out. So you guys are going to upgrade. What are you missing? Oh, Sanctuary. Problem. Sanctuary is over there. Grammaticus, nowhere in sight. I think a Grammaticus would work a little bit better here, but then at the same time, you know, that does increase our belief points, and I kind of do need that instead. I don't care that I'm deleting them. There we go. I'll take that. It's a lot better. I'm keen on, like, building in the center here, too. I don't know why. Like, I was looking at it, and I just don't see a need to do beautification there. And a road can go straight through on this side and add in some more housing. I have one here. I'm gonna have to put, like, trees or, like, a forum-type location on the other side. That just... There's no reason to not. New milestone reached. Cool. It has to be here. It just has to be. Yep, there's the roller. Sorry if you guys can hear it. I'm sorry. It's not like I can go out there and be like, hey, I'm busy. You need to turn that thing off. No, they're working hard to build up some houses around there. They knocked down a house that was easily like 50, 60 years old. And now they are working hard to turn that one spot, to, I kid you not, 11 houses. 11! From one housing plot, you get 11. That's ridiculous. Actually ridiculous. Take that all the way to there. I don't know if that'll... Can I fill that out completely? Well, hold on. I'm interested to test something out. What if I put down marble in between? That looks kind of funky. I like it. Have a little bit of a change in between. Just don't go walking on it. I'm not liable if you trip and fall. Zera is. Oh, that's funny. He's gonna kill me. Oh, there we go. We got no. Doggo's fine. Doggo can handle it. I want to put down some of the commemorative archways along here. Put one there, one here, and then probably like one right here. Yeah, see that works. And live with that. Is that even? I don't know whether that's even or not. If I don't know, then... Oh, wait a minute. Is there any way I can put this? Nope. Ain't happening. Only have the one. And the one is doing just fine. This one, I think it needs to be moved by... one here. That... Nope, that's not even. It has to be even. There we go. Very pretty. You already know, when we have spots like these, we have to put down banners. Banner, banner. Banner, banner. I have 3rd Legion banners here. Those are 1st Legion. Maybe I can have the other banners too. 3rd Legion, 3rd Legion. I'll put the 3rd Legion banners at the ends. Most important one. To cycle through them all. Banner. Banner. Which, by the way, we have 1 new Legion now. So we're at 4 Legions. Because Vel came up with his own. And it's really awesome. We're just waiting for those banners to get into the video game. And I'll be putting those ones down for sure. And that's what I love about our community. It's just, it's made it possible for people to become creative. Come up with like a baseline idea and then go on from there. We have artists and such that are working on their own stuff. We have people that are encouraging others to become better with their writing, to pursue their goals. That's what I've always wanted. This world is full of unpleasantness, my friends, but let me tell you, if we can change it up just a little bit every day, I tell you, we can make it a better place. And that's what this community is all about. And it will never change. That is just how we're going to be. That's how I've always wanted us to be from the very first day. And we are not changing. For anything, for anyone, not allowed. Nope. Now, there might be a slight problem with these guys. They might have to stay as equites because we just don't have the other stuff to give them. Specifically, like, well, the cistern might be possible. Potential? No, it's fine. They don't need to all be patricians. And even the equite buildings, they're totally fine. These guys all the way to there would be good to upgrade into equites, but we are going to need to have a plebeian workforce to some degree. But I do want the ones that are closer to, like, the, what is it? The library, and then obviously that stuff over there to be more equites and maybe even patricians. Very good. New milestone reach. Where are we at? 35? It's not here. Where are we getting these milestone changes? Hold on. Oh! Excuse me? Wait a moment, please. Who done it? What a problem is. Okay. Question mark? Why are we constantly fluctuating?
There's a market for everything if you're desperate enough.
I'm confusion. Why are we fluctuating? This is the only island I have for Neptune that I know of. Hold on. Another way to check. Who moving? Oh, him. A little bit, but I'm more so curious if it's over there. Let me just put it on fast forward. I want to see if he even changes. He's not. Then why did... Okay, I saw Rosacea move for like a second. That's weird. I don't know why it told me that it went down then. That's very, very weird. It did not move at all. At all. Alright, well, you know, game has a mind of its own, apparently. Gonna have to deal with it. 61,000 population. Good lord, man. Good lord. How am I gonna get the cheese situation sorted?
Drink water, right little of use.
Wait, we don't have enough porridge? Bad. You go away. I need porridge. Porridge. There we go. One more, one there too. I don't care. That's no good. And then the bathhouse or the forum. We don't have either of those. Yikes. How much more water does this thing have? 136? No kidding. Okay. Well. Okay, where are you? Over here. Nice, we got 110 Ooh. That's nice. That's so nice. Excellent. So I guess you guys are going to remain as the Equites. You guys will upgrade into Patricians. What's your problem? You are almost there. Okay. They do have really pretty buildings, I admit. I'm wondering if in the future, are we going to have, like, Patrician skyscrapers? Dude, please. Please make this have skyscrapers. That'll be awesome. Oh, no! Damn it! Sorry. Okay, well, it's kind of, it's around that time. It needs to do something.
Augustus stirs in his slumber. He may yet begin to wake.
You know, I understand, lady, that you only have the one job to inform me about, you know, him getting all angry and whatnot. But, you know, you don't have to say it all the time. Whenever, you know, this happens, right? I can hear it. I can feel it. I know that there's going to be a lot of problems. So don't like where the statue is facing right up against the wall. It's like I'm in timeout. But yeah, it is what it is. Alright, well, gonna change up their building skins. Did we get camp campaigning yet? We're still working on it, probably. Cyrus skin and Cyrus skin.
I dispose of broken amphorae responsibly. Those mountainous heaps are a terrible sight.
Cool. Glad you do that. Let me just do one quick little thing before I finish out for the day, my friends, which is to put some of this down because I absolutely adore it. I'll put it down there too. What the heck? I don't think I'm going to be building anything back here, honestly. And along these corners, for sure. My beautiful settlement is going to be burned to the ground again. Guaranteed. Like, why wouldn't it? I can't have nice things. Well, at least I got a good amount of stuff sorted by this time, so. Okay, let me put down a couple of these market stalls. Kind of important. Maybe I should yell at it again. You think that's a good idea? Y'all can put in the comments if it's a good idea if you want me to yell at it. And by it, I mean that thing. It's worked before. I'm just putting that out there. Very pretty. Alright. Kind of crazy how stuff like this just manifests, and I know I said that before, but at the same time, it is very true. So, that is all the time that I have for today, my friends. We did... Whoa! I went all the way down here. It's actually a very pretty view. Let me see. Wow. Okay. That's very pretty. Anyway. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. As always, please consider like, commenting, subscribing, hit that bell button, sharing it with your friends. Again, we may agree to disagree on the topics that I mentioned earlier on this video, but nevertheless, I would love your opinion on them anyway. Respect between one another, that's always a must, though. And I'll catch you in the next one, my Rantians.